Now.
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 Now. Now. Now. Now. Now. Now. Now.
Now. The coat of many.
Do you remember last week's What You Gotta Know?
Souls a wreck, need a check, call now. Psalm 107.9, yeah, that's the way we rhyme. Psalm 107.9, we state it all the time. He satisfies the hungry soul, and the hungry soul. Yeah, he fills with good things. Well, he satisfies the longing soul, and the hungry soul. Yeah, he fills with good things. Psalm 107.9, we state it all the time. Psalm 107.9, yeah, that's the way we rhyme. He satisfies the longing soul, and the hungry soul. What he fills with good things. Well, he satisfies the longing soul, and the hungry soul. What he fills with good things. Psalm 107.9, yeah, that's the way we rhyme. Psalm 107.9, you say it all the time. Word.
Welcome back to another episode of A Miss That Matters.
How do you make sure the things you do in life will last longer than you?
Be kind and loving, and give people memories when I'm gone, so they remember me.
Today we will be learning from a guy that God used to write a whole bunch of the New Testament. His name was Saul, but since most of his ministry was to people who were not Jews, he is most referred to by his Roman name, Paul. Even though he was a great man of God, whose words from God are still remembered today, he said,
Not that I've already figured out how to be perfect like Jesus.
But this one thing I do, forgetting what is behind and straining for what is ahead.
I press toward the goal to win the prize in heaven that God has called me to win in Christ Jesus.
Today we'll be looking at an example of forgetting what's behind and straining towards what's ahead. You won't want to miss it.
Hey guys, welcome to another edition of Kids Church Online. Don't we love MPower Kids Church?
Yeah.
Yeah, he says. Okay, so I know you're watching it at a different time today, and that might be a little weird for you, like watching church at 4 o'clock, but that's okay, because we're still going to have a great time. We still have games, and we still have worship, and we still have fun kids, and we still have an awesome message from Pastor Dale, so it doesn't matter what time of day it is. We're just excited that you joined us. So, are you guys ready? You are? Are you ready, Gavin? You ready for Kids Church? We are ready for Kids Church. We are excited, and we are ready for you to join us. Come on in.
Hey boys and girls, I'm Jordan and I'm here to tell you what you gotta know. Today's What You Gotta Know says, pressing forward, not looking back, doing right keeps me on track. Remember when you were going to do something that was really good for you but got frustrating? You knew that if you did it, it would make you happy, or someone else happy, or even God happy. But it just got so hard to keep doing the right thing that even when you tried your best, things still weren't working out. You decided to be nice to the new kid at school, and then he said mean things behind your back. Or you cleaned your room really nicely for your mom, and when she got home, she yelled at you because you forgot to do your chores. Or you worked really hard to build a doghouse for a puppy that wouldn't go in it. Sometimes it seems that no matter how hard you try to do the right things, it doesn't work out. Today we're going to talk about a guy named Joseph, a guy who did the right things, and just wouldn't quit even when things didn't go his way. He had the right attitude, and we're going to learn about that today. So stand up to your feet and say it with me. Pressing forward, not looking back, doing right keeps me on track. So anytime someone asks you what you gotta know, you tell them.
Hey guys, welcome to giveaway time. So if you remember last week, I talked about how we are not going to do giveaways for kids, but we're going to do it for mothers because last week was Mother's Day. So we have 3 winners who are going to win this Jesus Calling brand new devotional. It is really, really cool, and we are so excited to announce the winners of this. So there are 3 of you. Our first one is Rachel Maherder. Congratulations, Rachel. The next one is Patty DeVore. Very, very cool, Patty. And our last one is Sierra Sell. Congratulations, ladies. We will be delivering these to you. The way these ladies won is by sharing our page. It's really, 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 really simple. So go ahead and do that now so you guys can be entered into the drawing for next week. Now, this will be for kids again because, you know, this is MPower Kids Church. So I'm not going to tell you what next week's giveaway is. It's going to be a surprise. So go ahead, like the service today, share the page on your page, and Pastor Dale and I always go back and scroll through and see who did, and that's how we pick our winners. Good job, ladies. Okay, guys, it is time for games. And so we are going to go back to the game we played the very first time we had online service, which was a scavenger hunt. So here's what you need to do. Find the things that I say, send pictures to Pastor Dale or I, and that will get you in the drawing for the week. We want to see your pictures. We don't want you just to be at home watching us play the game. We want you to play the game too. Okay, so this is a scavenger hunt. I'm going to say an item. You are going to find it. You are going to send us a picture with it. Okay, are you ready? Now, my kids are at a little disadvantage because we are in kids' church and there's not a lot of items in here right now, but that's okay. We're going to play anyway. All right, are you ready? Your first item is something squishy, something squishy, something squishy. Find something squishy. Guys at home, find something squishy, squishy, squishy. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, Cole, you found a seat. That's kind of squishy. Kinsey found her belly. She said that's squishy. Oh, Morgan found my phone case. Squishy, squishy, squishy. Okay, good job. You guys found some squishy things. That's not squishy. Okay, the next thing I want you to find is something soft and fluffy. Go. Soft and fluffy. Soft and fluffy. Oh, my robe is still here from a couple weeks ago on Pajama Jam Sunday. Cole found some cotton. Very good. Mackenzie found her robe and Cole's robe. And Gavin found some string. Okay, I guess that probably counts. What'd you guys find at home? Find anything soft and fluffy? Okay, good job. All right. The next item is I need you to find me something heavy. Something heavy. What do you got at home? Pastor Dale is being picked up by his son. Okay. This is kind of heavy. Gavin found, okay. Mackenzie found a computer. It's not too heavy. Cole found Pastor Dale. I think you win this competition. Gavin has a treasure chest. It's pretty heavy. I don't know that you should bring it all the way. Okay, Gavin's going to bring it all the way over here. What'd you guys find at home that was heavy? Oh, okay. Oh, that is heavy. That is definitely heavy. You guys can help set that down. Okay, that is heavy. Okay, the next thing I want you to find is a trash bag. Go find me a trash bag. It can be empty. It can be full. It can be blue. It can be green. It can be white. It can be yellow. Do they make yellow trash bags? I don't know. Find me a trash bag. I want to see. Post a picture with your trash bags. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, 2 of the 4 found a trash bag. Okay, Gavin's excited about that. All right, so you guys at home, show me pictures of your trash bags. Okay, we have a few more items, okay? Now, I don't know if anybody at home has this, but this is one of my favorite things, and so I'm going to challenge you and see if you have it. I need you to find me M&Ms. Find me M&Ms. Go. They can be plain. They can be peanuts. They can be peanut butter. They can be coffee flavored. They can be hazelnut flavored. I don't care. Oh, Gavin found an M&M. I don't think I can eat this, though. Find me. Oh, Mackenzie found M&Ms. Good job. You have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I'm super impressed. We actually found M&Ms. Good job. All right. We have 2 more. Are you ready? Are you ready? I need you at home to find me parts of a costume. It can be a wig. It can be a jacket. It can be an Elsa or Anna. It can be whatever. Oh, wow, that was easy for you guys. That's not really. Cole found one. Morgan found one. My Mackenzie found one. And Gavin thinks MPower Kids is a costume. Okay. What did you guys find? Did you find any costumes? Post them for Pastor Dale and I to see. We want to see your costumes. Okay. And the last thing I want you to post a picture of is something that is not human, but is alive. Go. Something that is not human, but is alive. Okay? So no, a phone's not alive. It's probably going to be an animal, right? I don't know, flowers, I guess flowers are technically alive. I don't know, something that's alive. Okay, Morgan found a plant. Yes, there's things inside a plant that are alive. Anybody have an animal at home? Or maybe you can find a mouse running around your kitchen or a cockroach or something. No, that's gross. We don't want to do that. Something that's alive. Oh, Mackenzie found the church rats. You guys haven't been in kids' church for a while, but we found several rats, so we got them stuffed. Just kidding, they're not real rats. Anyway, Gavin, that is not alive. Okay, so at home, I want to see what you got that was alive, okay? So take pictures, send them to Pastor Dale or I, send them to our MPower Kids Facebook page or our personal Facebook page, or text us, and we are going to get you entered into a drawing. Great job, guys. Thanks for playing with me.
Like Figaro. Save the turtles. Like, what else you gotta know?
Pressing forward, not looking back, doing right keeps me on track.
Boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, you are in for a treat today. We have a special guest with us today. This here is Fast Freddy. How you doing, Fast Freddy?
Pastor Dale, you the best.
Thank you. Thank you.
You let me out of that box that Pastor Jane kept me in for a long time. But you told me we were coming to children's church, and I don't see any children. I'm looking all over for them.
Yeah, that's kind of complicated. You know, kids' church has been looking a little bit weird lately. I would have let you out of that box sooner, but I couldn't find the key.
Well, what'd you do with all the kids? I used to come out here, and Sally would be sitting over there, Jacob over there, and man, now I don't see any kids.
Yeah, well, Fast Freddy, there's this thing going around right now, and because of something called COVID-19, we're all in a quarantine.
Quarantine? Does that come in a box or in a can?
Well, I don't think you can eat it, Fast Freddy.
You sure? I bet it tastes good with ketchup.
Well, do you guys think it tastes good with ketchup? Some of you have had ketchup during quarantine.
Who are you talking to? I don't see anybody.
Well, if you look right over there and right over there, there's a couple of cameras, right?
Whoa, I need to smile.
Is that a smile?
Best I can do.
Oh, did you brush your teeth, Fast Freddy?
It's been a long time.
Oh, my word. Did you not have a toothbrush inside of that box? Oh, wow. Could you go brush your teeth real
All right,
quick?
I'll be right back.
Yeah.
Hairball. I think I got a hairball.
What are you using to brush your teeth?
It's my toilet bowl brush.
Your what?
You know, the toilet bowl brush.
Oh, Fast Freddy, that's disgusting. Boys and girls, would you tell him? Oh, my. Was that Darlene's latest usable one?
Well, I had to go to the janitor's closet to find it.
Oh,
It's
my
been missing for a
word.
long time.
That's pretty awful. Anyway, we're going to have to get on with this story. We don't have time for you to brush your teeth again.
Oh, I love stories.
Well, why don't you help us tell our story this week?
Can I?
Absolutely.
Pastor Jane, she didn't let me tell very many stories.
Well, we're talking about a guy who had this special coat. It was called the coat of many colors.
Wow! How did you do that?
Do what?
You got a coat of many colors on now.
Oh, my word. That was crazy. What? Where did that
Crazy.
come-
That was unreal.
Wow. That was super cool.
Whoa.
I wonder if that's how Joseph got his coat.
Wow. So we're talking about Joseph, huh?
Yeah, there was this guy named Joseph, and he had a couple of brothers. And
Couple.
a sister.
He had a bunch of brothers.
Well, there was Jack and there was Jill, and they went up a hill.
Wait. They fell down. No, you got the wrong story.
The wrong Jack and Jill.
Jack and Jill. Nope, doesn't work.
Oh, you're right. Sorry, Joseph.
Yeah.
Joseph had a lot of brothers. There was like Reuben, Simeon, Levi, Issachar, Zebulun, Naphtali, Gad, Asher. So he has all these brothers. But Joseph was kind of like almost the very youngest, and he had a problem. That's right, he had a problem.
Problem? What kind of problem did he have?
Well, he was Daddy's favorite. And his older brothers weren't super excited about that. Joseph had these dreams about how they were all going to bow down to him someday, and they didn't like that. So one day, his father said, "Hey, why don't you go check on your brothers? Make sure they're being good." Well, when Joseph went to go spy on his brothers for his dad, all of a sudden something happened.
What?
They said, "Let's kill Joseph!
Ah! Murder! We don't like that.
Nope, that's not very good at all.
Somebody needs to warn him.
Well, somebody should have, but nobody did.
Oh, no.
He walked right into it. But fortunately, one of his brothers said, hey, let's not kill him. We don't want his blood on our hands. Let's throw him in a pit.
What? A pit?
Yeah.
That's kind of like a deep box.
Like a really deep box.
Whoa! That's a long ways down.
Yep. But when that brother was gone, all of a sudden some slave traders came by. And the brothers thought, well, we don't want him to die in the pit. Let's sell him to some slave traders.
What? Sell him? How much is he worth?
I don't know, like 20 pieces of silver or something.
Wow.
So all of a sudden, Joseph finds himself in chains.
Wow! You did it again.
Yeah, but this isn't a good thing. I don't have a coat. I'm not the favorite. Now I'm a slave.
What happened?
Well, I guess my brother sold me into slavery. That's horrible.
Terrible. What kind of brothers are they?
Brothers like that, who needs enemies, right?
True.
Well,
I have a brother.
You had a brother? What's his name?
Slow Eddie.
I think he has a friend. His name's Flash. Yeah, he works at the DMV.
Yeah.
And you know, even though things were going really bad for Joseph right now, he didn't give up. He didn't stop and think about all the bad things that were happening to him. Instead, he kept pushing forward. Now, when his brothers went back home, they took his coat and they showed it to his father. And they said, Father, we found this coat and it's shredded. They told him that he'd been eaten by a wild animal.
Wow. How did you do that?
I don't know, but his brothers...
That's scary.
I know.
I'm not afraid of anything.
It
My name's
represents
What?
the lion that his brothers said ate him. But they were...
lying. They were lying.
Right. They were lying. They were lying to their father because they'd sold him into slavery.
Those little liars.
That's kind of creepy. We don't want that anymore.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
So then he got to Egypt and he was sold as a slave to a guy named Pot Full of Fur.
What?
Yep.
Pot full of fur?
Pot Full of Fur.
Well, let me do my Fast Freddy imitation of that.
Okay.
Pot of fur.
Oh, you know, I like the way that sounds when you
Pot of
say
fur.
it faster like that.
Yeah, that's my name, Fast Freddy.
Let's call him Potiphar.
Potiphar, yeah.
Well, he was sold as a slave to Potiphar. Now, he could have just been down and depressed and just sat around and kind of given up. But that's not what he did. He continued doing the right thing. He continued to work hard for Potiphar. And even though he was a slave, Potiphar noticed all of a sudden that he had the
favor.
Favor of who?
Favor of God.
That's
Woo!
right, boys and girls. He had the favor of God, and everything that Joseph touched basically turned to gold. He would touch it, and he would work with it, and it would be blessed, and it would be honored. And Potiphar noticed this, and he's like, whoa, the favor of
God
is on this boy. We've got to do something with this guy. We're going to put him in charge of everything that we have.
Wow.
So he became in charge of all of Potiphar's house. But one day something happened.
Oh, no.
I know. You think the bad things in Joseph's life were going to be over at last. He was successful. He was winning.
He was.
But no. Have you ever had a crush, Fast Freddy?
Yeah. Her name's Becky. She was a puppet in the back.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, something happened. Potiphar's wife...
I don't think this is going to end good.
Yeah, she got a crush on Joseph.
That's wrong.
And
That's
she
wrong.
was chasing him around, and she was saying,
Oh,
"You're
no.
going to be my boyfriend."
Tell him to run.
He did.
Good,
He did.
good.
But one day, she cornered him in one of the hallways, and she stopped him, and she said, "You're going to be my boyfriend." And she grabbed a hold of his cloak. He didn't have a coat of many colors anymore. But you know what? He didn't need that coat either.
What?
He ran away so fast.
Good for him.
Left the coat in her hands.
Oh, no.
Yep.
Oh,
Remember that lion we had?
yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't like him.
You know what?
What?
She was lying too.
Oh, no.
She took that coat and she ripped it a little bit and she brought it to Potiphar. She said, Potiphar, he wanted to be my boyfriend and I told him no.
Whoa, she is a liar.
Yes, she was.
Oh.
She got Joseph thrown in prison for doing the right thing.
Oh, that's not good.
It's not good at all, and it's not fair.
Not fair at all.
I bet the first couple of days he got into prison, he was pretty down in the dumps.
No, I bet. That's like being thrown in a pit.
Pit and prison, all this stuff happened to Joseph, but you know what?
What?
Even in prison, he found the
favor of God, yeah.
No, I mean, rats. He found rats.
Rats?
Yeah.
That's not good. That's not favor.
Rats. He found rats. No, wait.
Yeah.
Wait, what did you say? Yours
No.
was better.
He found favor.
Favor. The
Yeah.
favor of who?
God.
That's right, the
Yeah.
favor of God. And see, when the favor of God is on you, even when you're in jail, people will notice. So
Yeah.
everything that Joseph began to do, he began running around the prison, and he was cleaning the toilets, and he was making sure everybody got the food that they needed.
Wow.
The chief guard was like, well, this guy, he's really good. He's really getting things ordered up in the prison.
Yeah.
So he became in charge of everything inside the prison
Wow.
because he was already in the prison.
Yeah.
Isn't that cool?
That's really cool.
I mean, if you got to be in prison, you might as well be in charge, right?
Sure. That's that favor again.
Well, while he was in prison, he was bringing some food to some of the prisoners one day.
Yeah.
There was a baker, a
Baker?
butler, and a candlestick maker.
No.
They were in a boat. I
Cup
think.
barrel. The cup holder.
Rub-a-dub-dub, three. Wait. No?
No.
Okay.
No.
What? Pharaoh's baker and
his cup dude.
cupbearer. The
Yeah,
guy who brings the
cupbearer.
cup- Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. Now, the cupbearer has an important job, right?
Yeah,
you
I'm
taste
thirsty.
the wine before the Pharaoh in case somebody poisoned the wine, then you die and the Pharaoh's okay. Yeah, I know. Who would want that job, right?
Not a good
but
job.
this guy, he wanted the job because he was in jail and he wanted to go back to work. So Joseph interpreted his dream and he went back to work.
Cool.
He told the cupbearer, don't forget me when you get out and go back to work for Pharaoh. And the cupbearer looked at him and said, oh, I will not forget you, believe me. But you know what?
What?
That's right. The cupbearer forgot about him
Oh, not good.
for 2 years.
Whoa, that's quite a quarantine.
That's amnesia. After 2 years,
2 years.
the Pharaoh, the one who was in charge of all of Egypt and was considered a god by the people, he had a dream. And no one knew what the dream meant. So the cupbearer finally remembered Joseph.
Yeah,
That's right.
in prison.
In prison,
Yeah.
where he'd forgotten him for 2 whole years.
2 years.
So he calls up Pharaoh and he's like, Pharaoh, I know a guy who can interpret your dream. So they bring Joseph before Pharaoh, and Pharaoh's dream is interpreted. And Pharaoh rewards Joseph for interpreting the dream by putting him second in command over all of Egypt.
Wow.
All of a sudden, he was a second in command of all Egypt.
Wow. How did you do that? Whoa, whoa, whoa.
What?
You,
What?
there's a cobra on your head.
Cobra on my head?
On your forehead. Yeah,
Where?
Oh, right there in the middle of your forehead. Oh, yeah. No, oh, it's not real.
Oh, it's stuffed. Oh,
Whoa. That scared me.
scared me. It was on my forehead.
No kidding.
So all of a sudden, he was the second in command over all of Egypt.
Wow.
How amazing. God took him from a pit to a dungeon to second in command over all Egypt.
Yeah.
And because of Joseph's leadership, thousands and thousands and thousands of people were saved. But not only that, remember all those brothers he had back there? That's
Yeah.
right. He had all these brothers, and they didn't have any food because of a famine.
Don't forget, they weren't very nice to him.
They weren't very nice
No.
to him.
They threw him in a pit.
But
sold
they
him a
didn't
slave.
have any food. So the brothers came all the way from where they were to Egypt to buy food. Joseph forgives his brothers instead of getting revenge on them.
Wow. That's powerful.
It's amazing because Joseph realized that everything that they had done for evil, God had turned it for good.
That's really cool.
He actually looks at them after his father dies and he said, what you intended for evil, God has used for the saving of many lives.
Whoa. That's a really cool story.
It is an amazing story.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, at any point, Joseph could have decided, all this bad stuff is happening to me. I'm just going to sit down and I'm going to quit. But he didn't.
Nope.
He continued to do what was right, and that kept him on track.
Yeah.
Boys and girls, what's up?
Pressing forward, not looking back, doing right keeps me on track.
That's right. So don't you forget it. Well, Fast Freddy, thank you for joining us
That
today.
was a lot of fun.
Hey, before you go, I have heard that you are quite the acrobat. Would you mind showing us a flip?
Sure. I can do this thing called parkour.
Parkour?
Yeah. You
I
practice.
want you to count down with me. Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Did you hear that? We're going to make a whole bunch of noise, and as we do, I'll tell you a secret message. But will you be able to hear it? Listen closely because here's the first one. A turtle lives in water while a tortoise lives on land. Did I say A, 8 turtles given daughters through the forest over sand? B, a turtle lives in water while a tortoise lives on land. C, a crocodile leaves the water, alligators take a stand. The correct answer was B, a turtle lives in water while a tortoise lives on land. Round 2. Eve leaves Steve's keys in the breeze. Did I say A, Eve leaves Steve's keys in the breeze? B, Steve's trees blow leaves in the breeze. C, Kevin ate a banana. The correct answer was A, Eve leaves Steve's keys in the breeze. Round 3. 1,354,895. Did I say A, 1,345? B, 1,354,895. C, 1,345,958. The correct answer was B, 1,354,895. Round 4. The Great 8 skate late. Did I say A, the skate ate the state plate? B, the slate rates great states? Or C, the Great 8 skate late? The correct answer was C, the Great 8 skate late. Thanks for playing Did You Hear That? Till next time, listen up and pay attention.
In today's story, Joseph didn't stop and look at what happened in his past and allow that to keep him from pushing forward to the future that he knew God had for him. He continued one step at a time, doing the right thing, even though bad stuff happened when he did the right thing. He didn't stop. Guys, sometimes our perspective is too close. Sometimes we get so distracted by the things that have happened to us that we're unable to accept the future that God has planned for us. Sometimes we need a little bit different perspective. You know, a perspective that isn't so zoomed in, isn't so up close. Sometimes instead of looking backwards, we need to do a little something different. We need to look the other way. We need to look forwards towards what God has for us. Because guys, God has a cool thing that we don't have. He's able to see a perspective from above. And when we look and fix our eyes on Jesus, guess what? We get to see that same perspective from His eyes. So guys, instead of looking behind you, do what Paul said. Forget what's behind you and focus on where God is calling you in the future.
Like Figaro, Figaro, Figaro. Save the turtles. Like, what else you gotta know?
Pressing forward, not looking back, doing right keeps me on track.
Hey guys, the last song that we're gonna do is called Amazed, and this song is very special to me. I used to listen to this song over and over when I was going through a really hard time in my life, and so now I can't sing this song without crying. This song it just brings to remembrance just how amazing God is, that even in our biggest struggles, that He is amazing. He loves us so much. And so I just wanna encourage you guys as we sing this last song, don't worry about what's going on around you. Close your eyes and just focus in on how amazing God's love is. If you think about your life and think about all the amazing things that He's done for you, your mind should just be blown. I know some of you, probably all of you, maybe are going through some really tough things right now. Maybe you've gone through some really tough things in the past and you think, how could I sing a song about God's amazing love? But I guarantee you, His love for you is wide, it's deep, it's high, it's amazing. So as we sing this last song, close your eyes and thank God for His amazing love.
You dance over me while I am unaware. You sing all around, but I never hear the sound. Lord, I'm amazed by you. Lord, I'm amazed by you. Lord, I'm amazed by you. How you love me. Lord, I'm amazed by you. Lord, I'm amazed by you. Lord, I'm amazed by you. How you love me.
You dance over me,
Dance over me
while I am unaware.
when you sing.
You sing all around, but I never hear the sound. Lord, I'm amazed by you. Lord, I'm amazed by you. Lord, I'm amazed by you. How you love me. Oh, Lord, I'm amazed by you. Lord, I'm amazed by you. Lord, I'm amazed by you. How you love me. How wide, how deep, oh, how deep, how great is your love for me. Come on, sing it out. How wide, oh, how wide, how deep, oh, how deep, how great, oh, how great is your love for me. Oh, Lord, I'm amazed by
Okay, guys, so today, as you know, we've been talking about looking forward and not looking back. Guys, I just encourage you to stay on the right track. No matter what you've gone through, no matter what's happened to you, no matter the poor choices you may have made, God has an amazing plan for you. Your future is bright. He doesn't care what happens back there. He just cares about what's in front of you, guys, and He has such huge plans for your life. When I was your age, when I was growing up, when I was a young adult, I made some really poor choices and I had to pay some pretty big consequences. But the cool thing is that God redeemed and restored, and now I have an abundant life full of blessings. Guys, stay on track, stay the course, focus on Jesus. He has great plans for your life. Let's pray. Dear God, thank you so much for these kids that are watching today. God, thank you so much for these adults, Lord. Thank you for the good news that you are a God who has a plan for our lives, that you're not focused on what we've done, but you're focused on what's ahead. God, help us to have that same mindset, that we're not stuck in the past, but that we are looking forward to the future that you have for us, God. You have an expansion wide open for us, God, of blessings. Lord, help us to reach for that. Help us to not get stuck in the mire and the ickiness of things that may have happened to us or the things that we may have done, God. But help us to reach forward into what you have for us, because, God, you have amazing plans for every single person watching, God. Help them to know that not just in their head, help them to know that deep in their heart, God, that as soon as this service is over, they would turn off their TV, they would turn off their phones, and they would say, thank you, God, for your amazing blessings. I look forward to the future. In your name I pray, amen.
Hit the road, Jack, and don't you look back no more, no more, no more, no more. Stay on the straight track, toward what the Lord is calling you for. Oh, hit the road, Jack, and don't you look back no more, no more, no more, no more. Stay on the straight track, toward what the Lord is calling you for. Stay on the straight track, toward what the Lord is calling you for.
Stay on that straight track.